Sometimes animals find themselves in such terrible situations that it becomes your duty to come to their aid. Here are a few stories on people saving animals that will melt your heart. Definitely saving animals is a kind act. Also, protecting animals will help safeguard the future for all species. Let's look at the list of animals that asked people for help. Cases of lions dying by falling into unguarded wells are not uncommon in India, and efforts are in place to barricade wells in local areas. The cub trod water for hours before a large group of people gathered near the 80-foot well, desperate to help. Because of the depth of the well prevented locals from rescuing the animal, villagers alerted the wildlife department for assistance. He lassoed a loop around the lioness's shoulders so that it could carefully be pulled up, and once out of the well, it was placed inside her own cage. The raccoon, who the homeowner had apparently named Roxy, was figured out a serious impressive way to ask for food. Instead of picking through belongings in search of scraps, Roxy steals cat food from a bowl that's left outside. And when the bowl is empty, well, that's when hilarity ensues. Interesting fact is, Roxy picks up a rock and used it to knock on the house's back door. Luckily, the homeowner is a good sport about her little visitor, even saying that she loves seeing Roxy at her door. She uploaded the above video hoping to break misconceptions about raccoons. In this short clip, the man, reportedly a forest official, is seen squatting in front of the snake with a plastic water bottle in his hand. He gently tips the bottle forward towards the cobra. Evidently thirsty, the snake laps up the water quickly. The video has been viewed nearly 9,000 times on the microblogging platform, collecting a ton of amazing comments. Many Twitter users praised the forest official for showing immense courage and compassion in getting close to a venomous snake to help it out. A video of a smart crow approaching humans for water as it makes gestures with its beak to convey that it's thirsty has left the internet in awe at the intelligent bird. The desperate bird in need of water sprints to a family and pecks at the bottle repeatedly as the man seated on the walking trail offers the crafty bird some water and showed an act of kindness. Internet poured an assortment of reactions, mainly acknowledging the man's compassionate act and the clever crow's acuity in being able to communicate with humans. This tiny kitten was stuck at least 40 feet down a pipe for 4 days. People tried to lure him out with food and put branches down there hoping he would understand and cling to one of them, but nothing worked. That's when they decided to contact a rescue team. They then got a small snare hoping that they could gently capture him and bring him to safety. The amazing fact is the little kitty began to climb off his own accord, but he wasn't at the right angle to safely snare him. A woman rescued a badly burnt and wailing koala from an Australian bushfire. A local woman rushed to the koala's aid, was there for the animal rescue, wrapping it in her shirt and a blanket and pouring water over it. The koala was literally crying in pain. She was the real Wonder Woman. The 14-year-old koala had significant burns to its chest, feet, and other parts of its body. The fact is, this video was so heart-rendering to watch. Phoenix area firefighters had saved at least 2 families. However, the families were not human. The city of Gilbert shared a video that showed Gilbert firefighters working to save a group of ducklings stuck in a subdivision storm drain. The mother duck watched nearby and quacked to her children while the crew carefully plucked the ducks from the sewer. Even ducklings need some help sometimes. Mama Duck was very grateful to the animal rescue team for saving her little ones. This is the heartbreaking moment an injured sea lion nicknamed Amber swims straight up to a boat off the California coast in seek of urgent help. The sea lion, which had apparently been attacked by something in the water and was starving, was filmed swimming up to and jumping onto a boat near Laguna Beach in Orange County. Zusho and his friends on the boat took Amber straight to the Pacific Marine Animal Center in Laguna Beach to get her the help she needed. There are other videos of the internet on sharks asking for help. Amber Star Westfall was out for a hike on her usual trail in North Carolina when she came across a tiny fawn who was walking in her direction while making small squeaking noises. The fawn was so weak and appeared to be very hungry. Once she reached Amber's legs, the deer instantly suckled on her ankles, thinking she would be able to get some milk from them. It was a beautiful blessing from above that Amber was at the right place at the right time to see this poor fawn and save its life. 2 kayakers were minding their own business on a beautiful sunny morning off the coast of Spain when they noticed a turtle in the water. Then the turtle got closer, and they knew they needed to help him. The turtle looks like he knows he's in trouble too because he swims right up to the kayaker's boat. When one of them pulls the turtle out of the water, they spring into action. It looks like this poor guy had been in a sticky situation for a while, so time is of the essence to get him out. A 5-meter-long crocodile lay severely injured on the bank of the Parasmina River in Costa Rica after being shot by a farmer. Luckily for that crocodile, a kind local named Cheeto couldn't bear to let him die. This real-life hero rescued Pancho, as he called the croc, and nursed him back to health. Cheeto and Pancho grew to trust each other so completely that they spent hours each day swimming and playing together. Remarkably, Pancho the crocodile was gentle and patient with his human companion and would even respond when his name was called. A heartwarming video showing a man helping an animal to drink water with his water bottle is winning the internet. This video clip has already garnered many views, with people calling it true humanity. The video shows the monkey holding the bottle and taking sips by also taking breaks. The man, on the other hand, gently offers the animal to drink water at its own pace and patiently waits on the breaks. A clever octopus, who diver Elora Koistra has named Egbert, soon noticed he couldn't reach a series of shells beneath a log without some additional help. Heading towards Elora, whose arm is outstretched, Egbert then guided the diver to the log, encouraged her to give the debris a nudge. Doing so allowed nimble Egbert to then squeeze underneath the log, and in doing so, as the fascinating footage shows, the mollusk was able to pick off a shell before shooting off into the deep. A finch accidentally got her feet frozen to a steel fence in blustering cold Ohio and was desperately trying to fly away. Nelson Wilson found the finch when he was feeding his horses. Wilson tried to free the frightened finch by pressing his palm against the cold fence rail and the bird's feet while gently restraining the bird's flapping wings. In just a few seconds of breathing on the bird's feet and a gentle sideways motion of his thumb, the bird was free and Wilson was happy to have helped. Wilson was happy, and it's always great to see humans saving animals. One chimpanzee at the Welsh Mountain Zoo in the UK showed skills at conveying his message and also patience when he wanted a drink. He requested a visitor to give him a sip by repeatedly pointing at the bag where she had a bottle, and once she showed him the bottle, he guided her to a small opening from when the woman could pour the drink. Once the visitor realized what the chimpanzee wanted and pulled the bottle out, he guided her over to an opening in which she could pour him some of the drink. Indeed, faith in humanity restored. A dog stuck in an icy lake cried for rescuers to help. This unfortunate dog found himself way in over his head and unable to get out of the icy water on his own. The dog was scared. He was shivering from the cold and close to death when his rescuers arrived. One of the men in rescue harness slid his way across the ice-covered lake to reach the freezing dog. Thankfully, he was able to do this without breaking through the ice himself. After entering the water himself, he was able to grab hold of the dog. Dave was passing by on the road when he saw the cows enjoying a dip in the pond to get out of the heat. Dave doesn't know a lot about cows, but he knew it was unusual for a female to scrape the dirt and make such noise. It became obvious she had been asking for help. Dave saw her newborn calf in the long grass, but wasn't sure if her behavior had been a cry for help or a warning to stay away from her baby. A wounded tiger has amazed wildlife experts by coming out of the wild to seek human help after he was wounded. The tiger, known as Tikhon, suddenly appeared at a remote Russian border post on the frontier with China over the New Year period and refused to leave. Even when the border guards fired warning gunshots, the cat stayed put. The alpha male, believed to be aged 15 or older, is said to have defied his instincts to seek human help after being wounded. This is the heartwarming live rescue video of a frightened horse that was rescued after being trapped in a hole for 3 hours. But first, do us a favor. Click that like button to inspire us. Subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell and you won't miss any interesting videos. Done then? Let's go. Owner Nitya Limalai took her 5 steeds to graze in a field near her home evening before one of them slipped into the waterhole in Nonthaburi, central Thailand. She mentioned that the mare, named Bod, might not have seen the broken drainage cover because she's blind in her left eye. Her rescuers used a drill, sledgehammer, and excavator to release the frightened mare. A male leopard spent 5 hours with its head stuck in a metal pot in a village in the northern Indian state of Rajasthan. The animal appeared to have been foraging for water and then got its head stuck inside the vessel. The confused and frightened animal wandered around the village as residents took pictures and videos. Wildlife officials eventually tranquilized the leopard and used a saw to remove the pot from its head. Which animal rescue melted your heart? Have you ever rescued an animal in real life? Let us know in the comments below. Like always, if you enjoyed it, be sure to give us a big thumbs up and leave us some love in the comments section. To keep up to date with all of our awesome videos, be sure to hit subscribe and turn your notifications on to never miss a thing. Until next time, do take care of yourself.